the prostate in the winter time. What a difference in experience. Like, as soon as the cold starts hitting, I don't sweat as much, and I gotta pee more often. And the prostate issue really comes out in a noticeable fashion because I collect more liquid in my bladder. And using a stretching device, this is what I use. I have been able to, I guess, do some kind of a push on the prostate through the sphincter and reduce the urge to pee. It's amazing, and it's really noticeable in the winter time when you have to pee more, because in the summer I I sweat, and it's peeing is less of an issue. But um, in the winter, man, it's nice to be able to handle the change in the body composure, how the body adjusts to the environment, um, by I don't know what exactly. It's a muscle or something. Maybe the prostate's a muscle that squeezes holds the pee in the bladder. So that has issues, and people say it swells. Okay, the prostate swells when you get older, and there's probably some truth to that. But I've played around with prostate massage early in life, in my 20s, and I noticed a helpful uh, like reduction of like the pee, the need to pee. I noticed that got reduced. Like the urgency. Just there's if you only understand it if you're male, I guess. Maybe females don't really understand, but uh, the urge to pee is stronger when if you don't um like massage the prostate. And that's noticeable. That was noticeable back in my 20s, and at 45 it's noticeable on the same level, because I'm not sure, because the prostate is supposed to swell as you get older. um, but either way, this little device works. All right, and I've had this for a number of years now. I cut it down. I cut a few inches off. Yeah, it was this length. All right, and you can see it's a dirty copper. So, but I cut it down because it's just it was unnecessary. You don't want to go right into the colon. You just only want to push against the prostate, and that's it. I have magnets in there that I taped in there, and just it goes in and pushes the prostate. It's a dirty job, and you got to do it carefully, and lubrication is very important. I used to use coconut oil, and that's kind of messy because coconut oil sticks. It's really not good. I've switched over to using water-based. It's a water-based lubricant, and and pretty much it's my water-based lubricant is slippery elm. All right, I look for slippery elm trees, and pull the bark, and I keep bark in here. It's you can see it's a little. That's the lubricant in there. All right, and I can keep a bottle for over the summertime for over a month easily, and it still stays in good shape. But it doesn't stay in good shape by itself. All right, I have to I keep a magnet in there, and also I keep these two little copper tubes in there to keep it clean. All right, it's a metal, yeah, and I got quite a bit in this. I really can't show it. This is a full amount, but I got two copper things to kill bacteria and all that, because I've had issues with it kind of rotting. But the the copper keeps things from rotting. The magnets, I believe magnets make water wetter, but also magnets affect the electrical balance too. But maybe that's what makes water wetter, is settling the electrical balance in some way. But using a water-based lubricant with slippery elm bark, and then the copper tube uh, has really been very like useful. And I got this copper rod. I think it's called like a copper manifold in a Home Depot, but the the Menards sells copper manifolds with all these joints sticking out. And I've been to another Home Depot kind of recently, and they only have a small version of this. And I used the big version, and they didn't have it. So they didn't have the big version. So I'm gonna check more Home Depots to see. This may not be getting sold anymore, for all I know. I have to look around, but it's a plumbing device that I use for my personal plumbing, and I mean it's really helpful dealing with it, because I sit in my car and I get the urge to pee, and I gotta walk somewhere or something sometimes, and that urge to pee is the worst feeling. But it's a matter of stretching that prostate and taking away that urge. It's something. It's like exercising any muscle. You have to do it on a regular basis. I've gone months without using it. Like in the summertime, it's not necessary. It's not really noticeable because I'm not really peeing. I'm sweating. But when this winter hits, and I start peeing more, I get that urge more often, and it's not as desperate. It's not a desperate situation when I stretch the prostate. It doesn't increase the load in my bladder either. It's not like I can hold more pee at also. It's just taking away the urge within the prostate. It's really beneficial, and I'm glad I have a decent system for dealing with it. It's something you need to do. I mean, it's like muscles too. You gotta work those muscles. All right, like with my 45-pound plates, I was not able to actually curl them, and now I can curl them multiple times. I let things go, and then noticed that how bad things get. Like I wasn't able to do a pull up. I had to start doing more pull ups so that I was able to do pull ups again. And it's the same with working the muscle. It's mechanical issues that need to be addressed. You can't ignore them.